Are you frustrated with online dating? Confused by all the new apps and fancy dating sites? Do you find yourself choosing the wrong person again and again? Well, studies show that hiring a dating coach can maximize your online dating experience. So no worries, I've got you. And I've created a virtual course called Doing Dating Right. It's a 5-video series that you can complete at your own pace in your own space, right at home. How to write your online dating bio, pick that perfect picture, and so much more. Want more info? Go to my website at jenniferhurvitz.com. Again, it's jenniferhurvitz.com. Good morning. Good morning. This is Doing Relationships Right. I'm Jennifer Hurvitz, and I'm your host every single Tuesday and Friday. And Fridays this year, 2022, are going to be Fridays this year. Just Jen episodes this year are going to be every other Friday. Okay, so hi, this is a Just Jen, and welcome to the first Just Jen of the season. Happy to be here. I'm a little bit flustered because I have COVID on the brain. Yes, I did get COVID this year. Happy New Year to me. Dummy me, like a big dummy. I decided to go take a break for myself and head out to Asheville for a little jaunt and New Year's Eve fun. And I came home with COVID. Fabulous. Thrilled about that. Not at all. And then I gave it to my son. So yeah, it's been wonderful. Not. Anywho, so yeah. I'm gonna jump right in today and talk about something that I learned on Instagram. I love to learn things. And as a coach, I always say coaches need coaches and coaches need to, do research and they need to learn new things. And so I was, just scanning and scrolling and stalking and doing my internet thing. And I came across a feed that I like a lot. I really do. I'm going to give them a shout out here. The 3-Day Rule. I think they're like a matchmaking kind of site feed, and they're good and they're smart and they're young girls and they're witty and funny. And they had something that I thought was interesting that I talk about quite often. Actually, I don't call it what they call it. I call it something different. I never had a name for it, but they actually gave what I have been telling my clients all along a name. They gave this thing. I always tell my clients when they're going on dates within the first month, first date, second date, third date, to not give away the ranch, not to give away everything about themselves in the first or second date, right? To save your baggage for later dates, that putting it out all on putting it out on the table, all of it out on the table within the first couple dates is silly and crazy and nuts. And I tell people to really treat themselves like a hard candy with an ooey gooey center, and make sure that you let someone suck on you for a while before they get to the center of that ooey gooey yumminess, that they have to earn that ooey gooiness, right? And it's something that someone earns. They don't just get it right away. You don't throw all your skeletons out of the closet, pull them out, and throw them on your first date and tell everybody, "Hey, this is me. Take it or leave it." So this site, the 3-Day Rule, I thought this was very interesting. They have a name for it. They actually call this phenomenon, which I talk quite often about. They call it baggage checking. Isn't that cute? I don't know if they came up with this name or if they found it somewhere or if they took it from somewhere else or if they came. I don't know. I think it's cute, and baggage checking is the name I'm going to use from now on. So this is called baggage checking, this name, and it's basically like check your damn baggage, people. Check your damn baggage. There's no reason why anybody should give away all of their deepest, darkest secrets within the first couple dates. I even say within the first month. And here's why. Because when you give away, when you share something, or your skeletons, your past, your history, your flaws with someone, and you don't have a relationship yet, you haven't built a bond, a trust, you don't know the person, and you tell them everything about yourself, you're basically saying, "Here, I'm going to give it all to you, and you can take it or leave it. And if you don't like it, too bad." Um, Now, some people think that that's being vulnerable, and I'm going to disagree. That is not being vulnerable. Vulnerability takes courage, yes, but it doesn't mean that you throw everything out on the table and expect someone to just take it or leave it. Being vulnerable means that you're sharing, and you have the courage to share something with someone, and you also know that they may not stick around, and it's giving them the right to to keep you, right? To share everything with you, to have a conversation. And so when you put it out there and you're saying, here, take it or leave it by throwing your baggage on the table, it doesn't give them much of a choice now, does it? Because they don't have any background on you. They don't have any history with you. You haven't built a rapport or relationship. They don't know the ins and outs of your character. So you really do set them up for failure, and you're setting yourself up for failure. So this baggage checking thing that the 3-day rule named, that I call the ooey gooey chocolate center candy thing, that's what I name it. I agree with them, and I think that that's a really great name, because baggage checking reminds you not to, not check your baggage, check it out, check it, put it away, and don't bring it out on date 1, date 2, date 3, because it's not the right time. It's just not the right time. That's how I'm sticking to that. I really am. I don't know. I think that that's a great name. And I'm just going to share something with you that let's see if I can pull it up right now. Baggage checking is sometimes confused with vulnerability. This is what they said, and I love it. This is not vulnerability. Yeah, that's basically what I said. Vulnerability is discussing your truth while accepting the possibility that you can be rejected or hurt. The 3-day rule, that's what they said, and I agree with them. I think they're awesome, and I think that that's really great. And yeah, so I'm going to share a story with you. So I actually can remember a time that I went on a date or two with a gentleman, a guy, and he told me a lot of stuff about himself. And I think that maybe we thought that we were further along in the process than we realized. And you know what? I was overwhelmed. I was overwhelmed with everything that I knew. I didn't know how to process the information. I didn't know if he was telling me everything because he felt safe, or he felt like he could trust me, or if he just wanted to barf out and vomit every nook and cranny, open every piece of baggage he could possibly have, so that I could either know it and take it or leave it, or if he was worried that I was going to hear it from somebody else first, and that he wanted to make sure that I heard it from him. And it ended up really affecting our relationship and our friendship, because I didn't know what to do with it. I had a really hard time unpacking his baggage and unpacking the feelings that I had about the current situation. It wasn't about the baggage so much, and about the skeletons or the flaws or the quote unquote secrets that he had that were packed in the baggage, if I'm making sense. It was about the whole situation. Like, why did he feel the need to share all this? Why did he? I was flattered, I guess, that he trusted me or that he felt close with me. But then it was all on me, right? All of that information and was left for me to unpack. And I didn't think that was fair. And I ended up resenting him. So, with that said, thank you, 3-day rule, for making a Just Jen episode for me. And I think you guys rock. And I don't know if you made up baggage checking or not, but I'm giving you credit, even though I'm not really sure. And I guess I could have Googled before this and to see if it was a name or a new term. There are lots of new terms in 2022: breadcrumbing, that's kind of old, orbiting. I don't know. You all know, like, cuffing season, all that good stuff. But yeah, maybe I'll do a podcast on that. But this is it. That's all I'm going to say. So, welcome back to 2022. I hope everybody is continuing to get your vaccines. Please get boosted, because I cannot imagine how bad my week would have been with COVID had I not been boosted. Please continue to wear your masks. Please continue to be safe. I'll step off my soapbox anytime. And just enjoy this season, 2022, of Doing Relationships Right. I've got some great guests lined up for you. We're going to talk about parenting. We're going to talk about relationships, per usual, about sex and intimacy. We got some great stuff coming up. Some really great stuff this season. And that's it. So thanks for hanging out with me today during my Just Jen episode, the first one of the year. And again, thank you to my sponsor, soberlink.com. You can get their the special thing that they made for me the special like 5 non-negotiables. It's on my website at jenniferhurvitz.com. It's also in the show notes. Check them out and check out soberlink.com. I love them. I love them, love them. That's it. Have an awesome day. Do something fabulous this weekend for yourself. And as always, peace, love, and so much truth, guys.